The reality is majority of people just don't focus on what's important, and they don't have the psychology that it takes to be successful in this. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. We are back. We are making content again. I hope that you enjoy it. It's going to be a little bit of a catch-up of the last few years. Not so much today, but just in general over the next few weeks and months of vlogs. But I hope you enjoy it. Welcome. If you're new here to After Hours with Mr.C. Listen, this is the reality of it. Majority of you shouldn't be trading. You should not be trading. You shouldn't be putting money into a trading account. You shouldn't be in the markets. If there's anything that I can reflect back on over the last few years, is majority of people don't have the level of psychology that they need to be successful in the markets. Majority of people, the school system, society, everything as a whole does not prepare us mentally for what the real world is. That's why so many people can't hold a 9-to-5 job. That's why so many people open businesses and they fail. Trading, probably one of the highest failure rates in any industry, which I also think it comes down again to, it's all tied to psychology. It's just simply based on the statistic of failure, simply based on the number of people that give up, right? I truly believe that if you try at something long enough, eventually you'll find success. Some to a higher degree than others. Maybe success for one person might be 100,000 a year from trading from the markets. Success for another person might be 100,000 a month from the markets, 100,000 a week from the markets, 100,000 a day from the markets. Success is very different for every single person. Every single person has different goals, but I genuinely believe that I think anyone that is watching this can agree, if they trade and they've spent a substantial amount of time behind the charts, trading shows you your weaknesses and flaws and areas that you need to get better in life. It shows you your greed towards money. It shows you your lack of discipline. It shows you your lack of consistency. It shows you your lack of following rules that you've set for yourself. It shows you your lack of focus. It shows you your lack in so many different areas of life. But it's also a positive. Those are all obviously negatives, right? But there's also positives that come with every negative, right? If you work on all those aspects, you're going to become a better person for it. You're going to evolve into a version of yourself that I don't think that any other career or pursuit can push you to. And again, it's all tied into psychology. That's why there's such a high failure rate in trading, is because people don't want to go through that stuff. People don't want to change. People don't want to grow. People don't want to admit that something about them isn't, not that it's not okay, but that it's not good, that it needs change. It exposes our true, I don't want to say our true self, but it exposes the things that we tend to suppress and ignore about ourselves. It brings them to the forefront because it forces you to. I genuinely believe that trading, statistically, it's the second most stressful career that you can pursue. Being a doctor is the first one. It has the second highest suicide rate, which is very understandable. I can say that firsthand, going through the highest of highs and the lowest of lows in the industry, and always coming out better for it on the other side. it ties in with what I said about psychology. All of this is tied into psychology. All of this is, it's a mental game. I believe that you can be the best trader on the charts. You can do the best analysis, the most accurate analysis. But what it truly comes down to is applying that stuff every single time you look at the chart, right? I can tell you that it's going to go up 600 pips, 500 pips, 1,000 pips. But if I'm not practicing what I'm preaching and following the rules that I set and taking the trades based on the analysis, then the analysis really doesn't, it has some sort of value, but it doesn't really hold a weight to it because I'm not doing what I think the market's going to do, right? Or a lot of times we do analysis and something maybe stresses us out, something takes away our focus, and we end up taking a trade on the opposite side. I think that it's going to go up bullish today. Something happens and my brain tricks me into seeing the chart that now I think because of one candle it's a sell, and I take a sell, and because of that I end up taking a loss that I shouldn't take. So again, it's all psychology. I think this game is 90% psychology. I think that before anyone gets into the market and puts $1 of their money into the market, and I'm not saying this because I teach, because if you look at any of my stuff, you go through old videos, you go through other social accounts that I have, I don't advertise my course. It's if someone reaches out or sees that I post something about it, I'm willing to bring them on board, but I don't do marketing, I don't do ads, I don't do any of that stuff. But I genuinely believe that a mentor that you resonate with and that is relatable can help you avoid 70 to 80% of the struggles that you're going to face in this industry, because it is a very, very tough game. It is a very mentally tough, mentally draining, mentally strenuous career. And everyone's journey looks different, right? What might take me 1 year might take you 5 years, which doesn't make a really big difference because those 5 years are going to pass anyways, right? Whether you're pursuing your goals or not. The only difference is that in 5 years you might have a new career that can replace your 9-to-5 job, or you're just going to be in your 9-to-5 job with no opportunity to leave it, right? So it's ultimately about just taking risks, very well calculated risks, and betting on yourself, educating yourself to the best of your ability, because I mean education is just going to be your weapons in the market, right? It's what's going to give you the confidence, it's what's going to give you the clarity, it's what's going to give you the structure as to what you need to do. And the reality is people like myself that teach, we've been through every single high and every single low. And although the course may not change 100% of your path in trading, as long as it helps you and you can take something from it, that's the most important part, right? You're not going to buy someone's course and have a magical key in there that is just going to unlock Narnia and you're going to become a millionaire overnight. That doesn't exist. Trading is not a get rich overnight thing. It's not a study for a few days and understand what's going on. It's repetition. It's putting in the reps. It's showing up at the gym every single day. It's the exact same as that. You're not going to go to the gym for a week and start seeing results, right? You're not going to go for a month and start seeing results. You're going to start seeing results after month 2, month 3, month 4, a year, 2 years. That's when the repetitions that you've been putting in really pay off, right? And it's the same thing with this. It's the exact same thing. You have to show up. You have to put in reps. Some days 100% might be 1 hour on the charts and studying a course. Some days 100% might be 4 hours. It depends on your energy. It depends on your stress in life. So many different things that you have going on, whatever the case is. But as long as you know at the end of the day you gave 100%, just don't compare your journey, your path to anyone else's. I was speaking to someone the other day, and he was telling me about how he was going through a really good streak with trading, and a friend of his had also been doing really well in trading, return wise, maybe dollar wise, better than him. And but the flick of a switch, he started comparing himself, and from one day to another, everything changed. You know, he started, not, I don't want to say struggling, but maybe he started taking losses that he shouldn't have taken because he just simply compared himself to someone else's journey, right? And what, again, like I said, what takes me 1 year might take you 5. What takes you 1 month might take me 2 years, right? Everyone is completely different, and the worst thing that you can do is be on social media and looking at traders' lifestyles and the cars they're doing, the cars they're buying, and the trips they're going on, because that might be their year 10, and their year 10 isn't going to be your year 1, right? So it's just a matter of staying focused, having a very, very strong mindset, having the psychology, and understanding that there's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days. You're not going to make money every single day. You're not even going to trade every single day. You shouldn't be trading every single day. You have to adjust with the market. You have to change your approach to the market, your timing in the market, your risk in the market. So many different things that need to be applied and constantly growing and evolving and changing to be successful in this. And you're going to go through hard times. I've honestly not met any successful trader that didn't go through hard times, that didn't face dark times, lonely times, times of self-doubt, every single thing, because at the end of the day, a lot of those things, all of those things that I just listed, are what's going to shape you into becoming the best version of yourself to be able to be successful at this. I've not met one person, whether other people in the industry or students, whatever the case is, I've yet to see one person that is successful at this that didn't go through quite a difficult time at some point in their career, or at multiple different points, right? And you have to remember that because this is such a psychology based career, and a lot of it comes down to your mindset, that also means that other stresses outside of trading can affect you. Not sleeping properly, not eating properly, maybe you got into a fight with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, maybe you have a 9-to-5 job and you're stressed out 1 week more than another week, and maybe you don't have the mental energy to be on the charts that week, right? There's so many different things, and yes, we have to have rules, but you also have to be fluid, just like the market, right? The market doesn't just go up every single day. The market doesn't go up or down every single day. Some days the market just goes into a consolidation and it ranges, and it doesn't go up or down. It's just going sideways. Sometimes it stays like that for a week or two because it can't make up its mind, and that's the same way that life is, right? Your progress in the gym, your progress on the charts, your progress with meditation, your progress with reading, your progress with journaling, not only journaling about trading, but journaling about things that you're going through in life. It's not linear. None of them have linear growth. They're going to have peaks and valleys the same way the chart does. You look at a chart, it doesn't just go straight up and straight down. It has peaks and valleys. It has bullish runs, and then it pulls back, and it has another bullish run, and then it pulls back, and maybe it consolidates, and then it starts a bearish move for a few days or a few weeks or a few months, whatever the case is, right? But it's just a matter of being aware of that stuff, being understanding to it, being disciplined, but also kind to yourself, right? Because it is I'm the most self-critical person, which is probably what pushed me to some of my darkest times, the darkest of which was the end of 2022 and all of 2023. But I also think that my self-criticism and how much of a self-critic I am is what has allowed me to achieve the things that I have in trading, right? Which is things that I don't know anyone else that has done it, and in the same way that I did it. And I'm sure someone can, because I mean, I'm not an alien or anything Not that I'm not anything special, but I've spent a lot of time on this. It's now 10 years that I've been doing this, right? So it all just comes down to how bad you want something. What are you willing to sacrifice? Your belief system in yourself, which all of this ties into. I've probably gone over in this video alone, in this vlog alone, I've probably gone over everything that I've talked about, or a majority of stuff that I've talked about in a lot of my previous vlogs from years ago. So I think that it is very important to have a good, doesn't even have to be a circle, it could be one or two people around you that support you and that push you and keep you going through the dark times. I think that it's very important to go to the gym. I think that it's very important to eat well, to sleep well, especially the sleep part. I think that it's very important to have a good routine that allows flexibility, discipline, consistency, a lot of patience. You have to be very, very patient with yourself, with the market, with waiting for your proper entries, with holding your trades and waiting for your proper signal to close your trade, and not closing it early, and following your trading plan and following your rules that you set. There's so many different aspects, and that's the benefit of what comes with a mentor, is that they can guide you and take away maybe 60 to 75% of the pain that you're going to face from the market. But I could tell you to do something over and over and over again. You might listen to me. High possibility you're not going to, and it's not because you're being ignorant or you think you're smarter or better, but we learn best from hard experiences, right? So I can tell you to not open a trade when you're in a loss, and maybe you won't do it 10 times, but the 11th time you do it, and then you take a bigger loss than you're supposed to, that trade doesn't come back up, and you're gonna feel the pain from that, right? It's gonna be something tangible that you're gonna say, shit, I don't want to experience that again, right? But I mean, the reality is majority of people just don't focus on what's important, and they don't have the psychology that it takes to be successful in this. You can build it and you can hone it over time, 100%. It's like taking a marble block, and you're not going to get a marble block and the statue is going to be there, right? You're going to have to carve it. Maybe you make mistakes on one block and you have to go get another marble block and start carving out that one and do it again and learn as you're going, right? But I think that the most important thing that every single person getting into trading needs to do, it's not optional, is you have to have a very strong mindset. You have to have a very strong psychology. You have to have a very strong understanding of yourself and your self-belief system, and routines that maybe you wake up on the wrong side of the bed one day and there's certain things that you can do, whether it's meditating or praying or reading a certain book or listening to a certain song that change your energy and your vibration, because ultimately all of that stuff is going to have side effects. Your relationship, your routine of eating, your routine of sleeping, every single one of those things is going to have an impact on your trading. And if the other parts of your life are not sorted out and have a good structure and routine, and they don't have to be perfect, but if you're not actively working on your other areas of life, you're going to struggle in trading. You're not going to be able to do it. You're not going to make money. You just shouldn't be doing it. And I'd say for the first 3 to 5 months, making $1 shouldn't even be something you're thinking about. You should be taking advantage of demo accounts. You shouldn't be on funded accounts. You should be learning. You should be practicing. You should be taking losses, taking wins, journaling every single thing, journaling why you took a loss, or at least why you think you took a loss, what you saw wrong based on the education that you've learned up until that point, the wins that you took, what you saw that made you take the win, how you can replicate that, so on and so forth, right? Journaling in and out of trading is very important. How you're feeling on a daily basis, what affected you in a certain way. Maybe your girlfriend or your boyfriend said something to you, your parents did something, or someone honked a horn at you, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, whatever it is. The better you can understand yourself, the better you'll be able to manipulate your energy, and the better you're going to be in trading and just in every area of life, right? And yeah, I mean, that's it. I feel like I kind of rambled on for the last 20 minutes, but it's been a long time since I've been in front of the camera, and I look forward to doing more of these. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I brought you some sort of insight. I hope you have an amazing day, week, month, year, whenever you're watching this, wherever you are. I love you, and I'll see you on the next one. All right.